Good evening. I'm in a playful mood right now. I apologize in advance if there's racket that kind of comes in and comes out of this reading. I'm doing this in the evening and I'm fitting it in my busy schedule today. I have kids running in and out the door playing with their friends outside, so I told them to keep it down, but you know how kids are. Just to give you a heads up. Dracula is coming to mind. Good evening. Ooh, I'm picking up vibes of someone that's dark and mysterious. Like people know them, but they don't know them. What am I picking up on? I didn't know what I was going to pick up on coming into this reading today. Okay, so in reverse, we got confused. This is someone who's not at all confused about their intentions, their feelings, their emotions toward you. Gosh, okay, so like Dracula, I'm picturing like from the Bram Stoker's Dracula, when he spots Mina in a crowd and he's like hyper focused on her. And it's this knowing. Mina, she stops. She knows that she feels someone watching her. She doesn't see them, but she feels it. That's what I'm getting. It's like this hyper focus on you right now. And you're like very aware of this like energy, this intensity. Yet you don't see it. You don't know where the focus is coming from or who it's coming from, but you feel it because they're watching you. Ooh, that kind of sounds creepy, but it's leaning more towards just over like taken. Like now they're so hyper focused. You've captured someone's attention and heart. We have reunion. Says the force of love, the force of reunion is unstoppable. Together we are one. Sorry, I had to stop and start. I had a child come in and start slamming doors and screaming for his sister. So, with reunion, I feel like the two of you, who this person is that's watching you, you caught their attention because you come off as someone, and you may have known this person for quite some time, but you come off as someone that they realize is more like them than they thought you actually were. They're seeing you for your true colors. You may have come off a little unapproachable. You may be very intimidating. People may say that first impressions, you have RBF, or you're stoic, or you would never speak to them, or you're just, maybe you wouldn't give them the time of day. But they've been watching and they see something about you that you're actually quirky. Is that how I say quirky, unique, eccentric, lighthearted? I'm getting childlike, optimistic, open, adventurous. That they see that perhaps you are actually wearing a mask to protect yourself. They don't know why yet. They want to understand, what are they trying to protect themselves from? But I see right through their mask. I see collective. I see divine feminine. And I believe that she is so much like me. How have I missed this before? I could have had a friendship, companionship, relationship, romantic or platonic, with divine feminine all along. Why was I so afraid to approach her? She's just like me. And this is a person that is determined to come through and to form some kind of, I'm hearing like and seeing the word alliance. This is gonna start out as a friendship. I think that if this person came through in your past, and I'm sorry for all the extra background noise too right now, I have laundry going. If this is a person that you have like had a connection with in the past at any point, they may have always came across as gallivant or like a knight in shining armor or a little overly romantic, maybe like really rushing things to be more intimate and sensual before you felt comfortable or ready. Or even if you did entertain that kind of relationship, when there was a retreat or pull away, it left you feeling a certain way about yourself and how you don't want to be treated moving forward. So, this person, whether they've ever entertained you in that way or not, whomever this is coming in, I'm getting this feeling like they're coming forward like from a very platonic place. This is someone that actually does see you for who you are on the inside. Like they want to get to know you as a person. They're very much interested in like what you have to say, what you have to think about, like what do you feel? How do you feel? What are your theories? What do you think about this? You want to go like look at stars with me tonight? Like let's go stargazing. I have a telescope. You know, this is someone that wants to have friendship with you before moving into a place of romantic relationship. I mean, that is their ultimate goal, I do believe, but they do understand that a person with your integrity and character and the kind of person that you are actually are like on the inside, they know that the way to your heart is through a friendship first. So that is exactly how they're going to approach this situation. But we do have here the illusion card, which I think has a lot to do with the illusion of what they thought you were versus what you actually are. And like I'm getting like there may have been a lot of things said or insinuated about you and your character because other people assume they know who you were and how you are. Also based off of appearances alone or what you show the world on the outside. Um, the people that maybe this person was getting advice from, they don't know you. They don't know you well enough to inform someone else of how you are. So this is someone that is finally understanding that they got misinformation. It says here, lies and illusions hold them back from saying the truth and able to see reality. They're no longer in that energy. They're no longer being held back to approaching you because of the lies and illusions that were created around you and your character. This is someone that now sees through that. They see past that. They see it completely different. And it was like a very profound moment for this divine masculine when everything just kind of clicked, like it all pieced together for him. He was like, how did I not see this? How could I have been so foolish? Or how could I have been so blind to whom this person is to me? Like this is my person. This is my counterpart. This is the person that I see myself spending the rest of my days with. So now what do I have to do to make this real in the 3D? Because like we have on the bottom of the deck, we have 3D in reverse. So this is someone that is very much approaching you energetically. There's a lot of bonds and connections happening in the 5D. This is someone that thinks a lot about you, and you may be feeling it. Again, just like the watching and you sensing that there's someone watching you. I'm sure you can feel that there's someone heavily thinking about you as well. Let's move on to some of my other oracle deck to get a little bit more specific on who this masculine is for the Divine Feminine Collective here. Spirit, can you give us a little bit more in-depth info about who this masculine is? We have someone who has tattoos or piercings. This is also someone, it says they're in an unhappy or toxic relationship, wanting to leave. So this person may have another person attached to them. I'm feeling for some of you that this other person is no longer in the picture. I feel like they recently disconnected from this other person. I feel like their epiphany on you was the motivation they needed to see that relationship for what it was and have the courage to pull away and to end it. And I believe this all happened during Mercury retrograde. Like, all of this happened over the last 2 weeks. There was an epiphany, there was an inner knowing, there was this heavy sense of understanding towards you, and this realization that this person that they were attached to was who they wanted to spend the rest of their life with. And they just had to be honest with themselves and with this person. It wasn't going any further. They were kind of just in a cycle of tumultuous, like, relationship problems, arguments, conflicting interests. I feel like there was even like some kind of rift between the two in regards to even politics, like being like on completely two opposite ends. And not that you can't be with someone in a relationship if you differ with political points of views, but this was something that was like driving a wedge between the two of them because their opposing views were so different, and they both wanted the other to completely lock in with their perspectives. There was no give here or understanding or let's talk about this like adults. I feel like there was a lot of chaos that would break out over that, and that was like a huge underlying factor for some. I'm picking up. Anything else? Okay. We have nostalgia, remembering, fond memories, comforting. If this is someone that you've been with, oh, we got one more right here. In the past, they are in heavy thought about when you two were together or when you two had interactions together, and longing and hoping for that to resurface again, and hoping that you will give them a second chance. Asking for forgiveness, apologies, making amends. Thank you, Spirit. If they haven't already reached out and tried to connect and make amends with you, expect that to happen sometime soon. I feel like that's another reason why they're watching, is to gauge the temperature on you and figuring out when would be like the opportune time to come forward with this apology, and how, like, what's the best way to apologize to this collective so they give me a chance to explain myself. We also have don't tell. This is a secret. Keep it on the down low. I feel like this is going to be regarding some of the people in this collective whose person is still connected to this toxic energy. They're not going to want this to be out there in the open yet, because of some kind of like underlying need to like keep you safe and to keep you from taking on any of this baggage or any of this drama. They want to keep your life as drama free as possible, which is like another reason why, if they haven't come forward to make amends or to really connect and interact with you, it has something to do with this third party. Like the fact that they're still connected and they're trying to figure out how to break free if they haven't already, you know, just approaching you while still connected to them, it's not going to work. They already know that it's going to cause problems for you. So if they do come forward, some of them might be asking you, can we just keep this quiet for a little while until things blow over with my ex? Because I don't want them to, you know, take out their hard feelings on me onto you. Then we have in their feels, sad about something, bad mood, or depressed. This is a person that may have already reached out and you may have not given them much of your time. And if that's the case, this is someone that is, I don't want to say they're feeling super depressed or they're like spiraling. I don't think it's like that bad, but I think that they are really disappointed. I feel like they are angry with themselves for taking so long to see the connection for what it was, and they waited, and now they feel like maybe they missed their chance. Maybe they did miss their chance, but that's up to you. But this is a person that senses that, and they are just, they're disappointed in themselves. They feel like they dropped the ball, they fumbled the bag. We have growth in a love, or growth in a connection, love growing stronger over time. So going back to the reunion and illusion card, this kind of like goes back to that, where when they do finally come in and connect with you, and how we talked about like maintaining like a level of friendship with you before a romantic relationship, this is a person who does want to take their time with you. They don't want to rush into anything. They want to build a solid relationship around trust, understanding, love. Like this is someone that maybe used to not like really put love on a pedestal. Like maybe they may have had a girlfriend or boyfriend or significant other around them just to keep them company, and it was like, because all my friends have boyfriends or girlfriends or are married, you know, it's what we do. But I don't think they ever actually looked at a counterpart as like, you know, like their significant, and I'm like stuttering and like fumbling over my words. So I feel like maybe, perhaps, because I don't typically do that, that this is like the energy, and I'm feeling like a lot of weird pressure in my throat. I feel like this is someone who's really, really afraid to speak up and to speak out. But yeah, I totally lost my train of thought. That's crazy. Growth in a love connection, growing stronger over time. Yeah, this is someone who wants to like really put the effort in. They never did that with a connection, with a significant other before. They were just there. They were like another person just with them. But this is someone who values you and sees you and actually wants to be your friend. Like they have friends, but they're like, Divine Feminine is so much like me, and we have so many things in common, and we like the same things, we're interested in the same hobbies, we like the same music, we read the same books, we have the same ideas, like everything about them is similar. Like this is someone I would totally just hang out with and chill with. Like they just really, really want to be your friend, if anything. Anything else, Spirit, before I wrap this up? Okay. This could be someone, I have a cook or a chef preparing a fancy meal, going to a restaurant. Some of you might be going out to dinner with this person, or they might invite you to eat in and they will cook you a beautiful dinner. Self-reflection, learning from the past mistakes, realizations. On your way up, achieving goals, advancing in your career. And then we have imagining a future with you, visualizing and fantasizing. Spirit, Is this person going to make a move towards the collective sometime in the near future if they haven't already? Like, is this person going to finally come forward? What does our collective have to look forward to? Divine Masculine says, aware and awakened to the divine calling, ready to take action, protect and provide. Oh, yeah. This masculine is ready. This is confirmation. Spirit is saying they are ready. They are ready to come in and make that move. They're going to approach you. They're going to open up. They're going to make every effort to make this work. This is someone, again, who's very hyper focused on you. You are, to them, the long lost love of their life. Long lost. And I split the deck here. We have watching. Watching, we have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. They're paying attention to you. Anything else, Spirit? Watching. I told you felt like you're being watched. We have Moonlight in reverse, which represents your emotions. And then untrustworthy. What are you looking at? I made mistakes. I lied in the past. Will you ever trust me again? I feel like you're holding like a really stoic stance. Like, you're not having it. You're like, you know what, buddy? You've done a lot of questionable things in the past. I don't really trust this. And you're not really being too emotional about it. If you were emotional about it in the past, you're not anymore. You're kind of over it. You're like, it's whatever, man. Like, I'm gonna just sit back and I'm gonna let you come to me. If you want me, I'm gonna let you come. I'm gonna let you chase. I'm gonna let you due diligence. Due diligence on Divine Feminine. That's kind of the attitude I'm picking up from you. It's like, no, I don't trust this. With a 10-foot pole, there's something off. And that just might be you, because, hey, this person may have proven themselves to be untrustworthy. So you have every right to feel that way. Okay, we have advice in 5D. Hold on one second. Okay, so also on the bottom of the deck, we have perception. So they are, again, like they did before, currently trying to seek out people that they know, different people than before, to spin the scenario about you with them. What do you think? What should I do? How do you think I should approach Divine Feminine? Go check out their socials. Come back. Let me know what you think. Watch their videos. Look at their pictures. Message them. See if they respond. But they're realizing that they're in the wrong for that. Like, they're realizing, why do I keep on asking everyone else about what I should do? I already know what I need to do. Now it's time to just do it. This is a person that you may have been having a lot of dreams about, or they have been having a lot of dreams about you. This is someone who wants to kind of sit comfortably in the 5D space energetically with you. I feel like they fear stepping up to the plate and making this a 3D situation. There's a lot going on in this person's life right now that is holding them back. They have a lot of fears that they're working through. And this is someone who doesn't seem like they would be fearful. This is someone who seems to have everything pretty buttoned up. Like, they're very much in control of their life, and they're not really one to be afraid of anything. Kind of like a take the life by the horns, the bull by the horns type person. But when it pertains to you and past mistakes or actions that had happened in regards to you, and then coming into this full awareness of who you are to them, this perception, this shift in perception is what has got them on the fence of making this a 3D thing. Any advice, Spirit, for divine feminines in this reading? What do we do? What does divine feminine do in regards to this masculine? Any advice? We have emotional, we have going through an array of emotions, unstable. This whole situation may have really rocked your world. Like this is something that has shooken you a little bit. Like you felt very stable and you felt very in control, and then maybe information comes to you or interaction took place, and what you thought you had moved past and you thought you've healed from kind of opened up old wounds and brought out old insecurities and made you just feel very, very ungrounded. The career driven card here says love is on the back burner until I'm financially stable, money motivated. I'm being led to drawing the top card. Player. Picture perfect. I feel like Spirit wants you to stay focused right now on what you have going on. Not to completely dismiss this situation, but don't let this situation be like, and don't prioritize it over the other things that you're working on right now. Like, again, don't dismiss it, but don't prioritize it. Be open and receiving to what Spirit is sending your way and what events are going to unfold in the near future, but don't make it your primary focus. There's something here about player and picture perfect. I don't know if this is a person that has many options and are like, well, they see you as being their picture perfect person. They might be still entertaining several other people outside of this connection. Because they have to have a backup plan. That's what I'm getting. Spirit's like they just want a backup plan. The other ones aren't like what they want, but it keeps them busy in the time being while pursuing you. And you don't have time for that. Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. I just split the deck and pulled that out. I think this person, I'm feeling like they understand or feel like there is a connection between the two of you that is indescribable. They are drawn. They are so spiritually, energetically, emotionally pulled to you. They can't explain it to anyone. When they reach out to their family and friends for advice and try to explain this, no one seems to understand the depth of what this person is trying to explain. They can't put their finger on it. They don't know how to explain it, but they know what it feels like. And to this person, you're it. You're the one. They have a lot of work to do in regards to the way that they approach people and relationships, not just romantically, but like friendships and connections. Because if they're playing the field just to like bide time, until you finally come to your senses and connect with them, then that's emotionally immature, and it's not a good look. It's not very kind. It's toying with people's hearts and emotions. So that's something in itself that needs to be worked on. And that may not be for everyone in this reading either. Not everyone, like, take what resonates, and, like, again, everyone else says disregard the rest, but, like, absolutely, like, not everything in this reading is going to be meant for you. But what I do know is that there is a whole army of divine masculines all waking up. They're all awakening. They're all finally, like, their hearts are leading them to their divine counterparts. And sadly, for many of them, they fumbled the bag with a lot of their counterparts already. So we have a whole army of these divine masculines working on themselves, figuring it out, awakening, realizing what a true love and connection feels like and how to approach it properly. And they're, like, really trying to play catch up with the divine feminines, the collective of divine feminines, because, we've done that work a while ago. We're on to the next thing. And now here they are, like, oh my gosh, you're my counterpart. And we're like, oh, really? Duh. Like, whatever. But, all because you're someone's divine counterpart, it is ideal. It is, like, kind of like a huge part of our mission for some of us to come together and to do what we need to do here this lifetime. But it's not like a rule, it's not like mandatory. Like, some of you may be in connections with someone already, and you may be completely happy with where you are in life and what you have going on. And you may have someone in your life that treats you with love and respect and, admiration. And it's a very mutual give and take relationship. And you're not about ready to jeopardize that for this. And that is okay. You don't have to. All because you feel a pull and a connection and a draw to another person, and you know that there's something there that's spiritual, doesn't mean that you have to, like, throw away the life that you created for yourself and pick up and start anew. Everyone's journey is different, and we have free will. We have choices, right? You don't have to do anything you don't want to. And if you feel led and cold to staying put and keeping your eye on the prize in your own life and maintaining what you created for yourself without your counterpart, that is okay. There's no guidebook saying that we have to come into union. It seems like a lot of people want to. Like, that's like the end goal here or something. It's like, oh, we have to become, one, and we have to merge together. And, like, once we're together, everything, maybe it'll be great. But if you're going to throw away everything that you love and work so hard for this, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a good thing. Sometimes when you're with your counterpart, you bring out the worst in each other. You guys are like mirrors to each other, and you reflect back a lot of your insecurities and your own inner demons and shadows. So, like, it's a journey in itself. So, to each their own. This is just what I'm picking up today in the cards on what is going on in the energy with this collective right now. And it is what it is. We have a masculine that sees you for who you are, understands there's a connection. He wants to move forward and try to make things work with you. You're kind of at a standoff with him. You got, like, this, like, energy about you that I'm not really interested. Come and get it if you want. Prove yourself. And they're going to try. So it is what it is. And that is the reading for today. I'm sorry if I'm, like, a little sarcastic or whatever, or snarky. I'm not trying to be. I'm just kind of like, these love readings are starting to get, to me, a little redundant. It just feels like, when are we going to move past this phase? Like, I just really want to see this collective, move past this part and move on to the next thing. And I think we are. I think we're gradually getting there. It's just getting redundant at this point. And I get it. It's energy. Energy speaks. You know, this is what we're in. So I'm just giving it to you the way that it comes out. But I'm hoping, you know, in the next couple of weeks, we'll start saying something a little bit different. And I also think that I'm going to start getting a little bit more detailed, more specific on my readings in the fall when I redo my schedule. Um, Not so like twin flamey and like a general. I think I'm going to get a little dive more deep into like specifics, and it might be smaller collectives, but I really think that it will be I think it'll be for the highest good of this collective to have smaller, more intimate type of readings going forward. um, yeah, sometime in the fall though, I'm going to do that. But anyways, that is your reading. I hope it resonated with some of you. If it did, please like and comment, and if you're not already subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I'd appreciate it, and have a beautiful night. Bye.